So you're building your own website. Maybe you're a DIYer and you want to try to just get this thing done because you need it. You want to save some money. No problem. We all start somewhere. So things you want to look out for. Make sure that the website's being indexed. If this is on a WordPress platform, there's a setting underneath the reading area of the site where you can check or uncheck a box to say index this website. A lot of people will forget to uncheck that. And what happens? You built a great new website and Google is not even crawling it. They don't know you exist. They're ignoring you. Number two, make sure you put some type of analytics on the website. It doesn't have to be Google, but they are the most popular for GA4. You need this data so that when you start marketing the website or taking it more seriously, you're ready to take it to the next level. You want the benchmark to say, well, I was averaging 10 users a day. Now I'm getting 20 and I'm paying X number of dollars to get it. Does that make sense? If you don't have the data before you start marketing, that really makes it more challenging for your marketing team and anyone looking to analyze this data to know, is it working or not, especially in the early days before you start having maybe customers filling out forms and things like that. Number three, you did not build a website that is mobile friendly or you haven't tested it on a mobile device. It might look great on your computer where you're building it. That's what we all build websites on. It's very difficult to do from your phone. And then you test it day and night on the computer, you send it to your buddy and they say, it looks horrible, it's the wrong logo. Well, a lot of these website builders have different areas where you can change the layout, design, content, etc. for mobile versus desktop. So make sure that the mobile version matches what you're expecting to see after you've built it. Number four, you put it on budget hosting that is very slow to load, goes down all the time, and you don't even know it because you're not monitoring it. There are free monitoring tools you can sign up for to give you alerts if your website goes offline. We use those professional tools here for us so that we know if there's a problem with the site before our customers do, so that we can fix it and mitigate the issues right away. If you're on a budget hosting, $5 a month or something like that, that's a volume play by that hosting provider, and your site might load really slow and it might go offline. And those are opportunities you're missing. People are trying to find you, your site's offline. Google's trying to crawl it to move you higher in the rankings, your site's offline. So don't spend time and money to build something that's nice and then cheap it up when it comes to the hosting. Number five, you built a great new website and you haven't touched it in 2 years. It still says copyright 2023 at the bottom. You haven't updated the blog. You've got team members on there that are no longer with the company. These are bad signals that you're sending to prospects. They're not taking you seriously. They think if you haven't taken the time to update your site, are you taking the time to improve on other areas of your business? They're two unrelated things, but in their mind, they're directly related. So if you built a site, you can't just set it and forget it. You've got to kind of keep it up to date over time. Number six, you built a site on a platform like WordPress, for example, and you never took the time to log into the backend and update any of those plugins or themes that you're working with. That's a recipe for disaster, because at some point somebody's going to go in there and try to update something because they have to, and the whole site's going to break. The time and effort on an incremental basis, month over month, to keep those things updated is fairly minimal. It can probably take an hour a month or less, depending on what has to be updated on your site. Sometimes it takes longer if there's a big update. But that time, if you've neglected it for 6 months, a year, 2 years, can turn into weeks. And at some point, many developers will throw up their hands and say, this site's garbage. We have to build a whole new site. Well, maybe not what you were planning on. So keep it updated. And finally, you've built a great website, but you never invested any time, energy to promote it and market it to customers. So it's sitting there, it's getting what little traffic it's getting on its own, and you've not posted ads on Meta or LinkedIn or Google or TikTok or anywhere else to say, here's what we do, come check us out. And so nobody's going to it, they're not learning about it. This is definitely not the field of dreams where you build it, they will come. You do have to promote your website once you've built it. Otherwise, the number of people that are going to see it are going to be small, right? Because there's a bazillion websites out there. So you've got to promote it after you build it. I hope that these tips have helped you. If you're a DIYer, if you've outgrown that and you need professional help, Meteora is here to do just that. Give us a call.